Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tech Talk with VLink podcast, brought to you by VLink Inc. I'm Tracy Gardner, the Global Marketing Director at VLink. VLink is a global IT services provider based in Connecticut. At Tech Talk, we interview thought leaders in the world of digital transformation and learn their secrets to digitizing and modernizing your business with actionable insights. Thanks for joining us. Joining us today for Tech Talk is Raj Das, Chief Customer Officer at VLink. Raj is responsible for inspiring the VLink team to provide continuous value and innovation to clients through technology solutions and staff augmentation. He has rich experience in the insurance, healthcare, consulting, and outsourcing industries. Raj is a thought leader with unique experience developing solution delivery methodologies for Fortune 100 firms. Prior to joining VLink, Raj held numerous senior management positions with leading tech companies such as MassMutual, CGI, Infosys, and Hewlett-Packard. Outside of work, he enjoys studying modern physics, playing chess, and serving on the board of several nonprofits supporting autism. Raj, thanks for joining us today. It is great to have you here. Working with you is such a pleasure because I enjoy how well you really understand the customer and what they need.
Thank you, Tracy. Delighted to be here. These are exciting times. Cloud and AI and ML and rich experience in data. It's really transforming how technology helps business. There is no company that can be successful without technology, and we are at such an exciting time. And to be able to help our customers with that is a privilege.
It absolutely is. Talk a little bit, Raj, about the digital transformation definition. I know it's an exciting time. Talk about how technology is changing the landscape of what companies do, especially, maybe with COVID as well.
Sure. Thank you, Tracy. It's a great question. See, technology has been there for many, many decades. Computers have been around us. But what has significantly changed in the last 4 to 5 years is our ability to really process lots and lots of data and our ability to use cloud to do all of that. So what it allows us to do is to be able to learn from our data and self-correct. So without human intervention, we are able to go into vast pools of data and make continuous improvement, especially in customer experience. That's a very, very powerful, leverage, I would say, that businesses have. And that's what essentially is digital transformation.
Absolutely. And I love how much I know how much you love metrics, Raj. And we can talk about that here in a minute. You love measuring things. And I think that is really how you're successful in business. And you and I both know that we've had many delighted customers. Let's talk about why that is. What does VLink do differently that gives us a high percentage of satisfied clients? I think we have something like a 98% customer satisfaction rate. And that's pretty high.
Yes, we actually have an unusually high number in that regard. There are three things essentially. Let me start with metrics. So we measure everything. And I personally sit with top executives from our customer side every quarter, every month, depending on whatever works, and talk about metric. What worked for us? What did not work for us? And what can we do better? Some things that I can do better for our customers. Some things that they can do better so that they can consume our services better, right? So that metrics and governance is a key part. Second part that makes us successful with our customers is really around working with the customers and not chasing after quarterly numbers, right? So we are in it for a long run. It does not only make good ethical sense, but also good economic sense. Because if you are with a customer during their tough times, they become customers for life. Mm-hmm. And that is something we certainly want to be part of. And third is the amount of focus we pay to our customers. We try to understand customers' journey. We try to be part of it so that we are on the drawing board with them, trying to plan around how they want to navigate their customers. Because at the end of the day, a customer is a customer. They are human beings, whether it be a B2B or a B2C. And we want to make sure that we are giving them all that we have so that they are successful in their own careers and for their own customers. I think those three things kind of summarizes why we think we are good with our customers and why we retain them. And obviously, there's a huge team behind me that's making this possible.
Very, very well said, Raj. You know, we do things at VLink a certain way. We call this the VLink way. We often talk about it. It's kind of our roadmap to customer success internally, how we do things. Can you speak about this, Raj, and why it's important to everyone at VLink who talks about doing things the VLink way, with emphasis, of course, on TCA? Kind of explain that and what that is.
Sure, happy to do that. See, it all comes to behavior. At any point of time when we have doubt, what is the north light that is telling us here is how we should behave? And that's what TC is all about, whether we are using it to manage our internal employees or processes or customers or vendors. So TCA obviously is a large paradigm. It has a lot of things. You should check our website. It has those details. But T really stands for trust. We want to build trust. Without trust, collaboration is not possible, right? So we do the right thing so that we have the skin in the game. We are not here to make a quick buck, right? So we build trust with our customers. That's the T part. C is the collaboration part. Collaboration is really around working together. So it's not a transactional relationship that they want. It's not like they're buying chocolates from a grocery store. You know, they want a service. So there's a lot of collaboration and team building that we need to do together. And A is accountability. See, at the end of the day, if we say something that we do, we're going to do it. We're going to take a risk-based approach to proactively look out for things that may go wrong and take mitigation around that so that we are able to still come through with our promise. So that accountability framework that we have put together is a really powerful tool that helps us think, especially during times of problems. We want to manage risk rather than come back with excuses at the end that, hey, we couldn't do this because of 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Rather than that, we would want to have a conversation ahead of time and say, here are 3 things that may go wrong, and here are what we are going to do to make sure it does not go wrong. So I think I can go on and on this, but we have limited time, so I'm going to stop here.
You know, and very, very, that's so insightful. We really appreciate you joining us today, Raj. We'll wrap it up there. It's a good stopping point. I happen to know, though, your favorite quote is "Hindsight is 20/20," and I think that really applies here to what we're speaking about. You know, we can learn from each and every valued customer. We look back, whether it's a good or bad experience, and applying that insight is what makes us good at customer service.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Our time is up. I hope you enjoyed this version of Tech Talk with VLink, where we apply our intellect and efforts in engineering powerful experiences for our valued customers.